The tea is hot. No, not really. But I am going to be giving you the inside scoop on all the hot products for spring. Right, before we begin, ooh, that's some good ASMR, you know? I know it doesn't look like I'm about to talk about anything spring related, but orange counts. Orange is a warm, approachable, friendly color. She's just a little bit more smoky today. So here are my spring makeup must-haves. Definitely my current favorites right now. I can't get enough of these products, and I'm very excited to share them with you today. So the first products I have to talk about are these luxury single eye products. These, no joke, have become like my all-time favorite makeup products. These are ridiculous and so worth the price point. I have a couple from these brands, but these are my favorites for spring. These are the ones I've been wearing the most lately. So first we have the Natasha Denona Chroma Crystal Top Coats. So we have the shade Peach and Bronze. Would you take a look at that shine? Come on. These are stunning. I can't get enough of them. You can do so much with these because you can truly just whip one of these out if you're in a rush, you want a little bit of color on the lid, dab your finger in here because it's not going to work well with a brush at all. You put this on your lid and it just melts onto your eyelids. It is the perfect, like, wet, glossy finish, but then it has little micro glitter sparkles in there. They look stunning all alone on the lid, or if you want to use them as a top coat to an already beautiful eye look, just add more shimmer, gloss, and sparkle. I can't recommend these enough to you guys. These have a sheer pigmentation to them, but they can be built up, not to full, complete opacity, at least with these shades. This one, this is the Marc Jacobs See-Quins Glam Glitter Eyeshadow. This one is in the shade Copperazi. This is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I swear it doesn't no justice on camera. These have one swipe full pigment to them, and these are extremely multi-dimensional. I believe with every single shade that they sell, there's just a lot of undertones and little small glitter particles that are different shades. Like within this shade, it's not just this warm orange copper color. There's literally sparkles of gold, red, pink. Like there's just little added details in there to make it that much more special and multi-dimensional. You're not going to find this in just a regular eyeshadow palette or even just a nice high-end eyeshadow palette. This is a very unique product, and this can be applied either with a finger or a brush, which is great. You have both of those options. I'm just, wow. You need these not only for spring, but year-round. I also did want to quickly mention this. I have just recently purchased the Hourglass version of these, the Hourglass Scattered Lights single eyeshadow, I believe it's called. And while it's beautiful, I don't think that's worth the money. I don't remember the exact price point, but I think it might have been around $30. And in my opinion, it looks like an Anastasia metallic shade, which are great. I love them. But for such a high price point for one shade, I'm looking for that glossy-eyed, sparkle, multi-dimensional effect, and it just didn't deliver that for me. So whenever I would see these kind of top coats raved about online, I'm just wondering, what's the best one? Like, how are they different? So now, having tried the three of them, I would highly recommend these, and these are quite different formulas as I've explained, but yeah, definitely would recommend these over the Hourglass ones. Moving on to blush, I feel like this is the makeup product that has been talked about non-stop this spring season. This is the Natasha Denona Bloom Blush and Glow palette. Oh, this is worth your money. Oh, especially if you love those peachy, orangey, warm shades. Oh, it's good. And I also really appreciate that this isn't ridiculously overpriced like her eyeshadow palettes. I feel like this is at a pretty acceptable price, especially for it being a luxury brand. So these two products up top are cream products. You have a little plastic flap protecting them from the powders down here, which is really nice. These two are my favorite products in the palette. This Glow Extreme is intense. Wow, it truly looks like glass-like skin with that little bit of sparkle shimmer in it. I kind of compare it to the Fenty How Many Carats highlighter, but a more pigmented sister, because that one has no base pigment to it. This has like a golden peach undertone to it. This shade is beautiful. Absolutely just melts into the skin, looks so wet and glossy, but then I don't know, I've been really liking just a little bit of shimmer in my highlights, just a little bit, not any chunkiness. This has become one of my favorite blushes ever. Like, if you know me, you know this is my kind of blush. Like, this orangey goodness with just a smidge of a coral undertone in there, a little bit of a gold multi-dimensional flip, like, ooh, my, look at it, ooh. It's the perfect product to kind of just marry your blush and your highlighter together, kind of a 2-in-1. I hate this little guy. Really don't understand the purpose of it at all. This is supposed to be a cream base for the Glow Extreme, but I find that this kind of sticks to it in patches, and you don't get that seamless airbrushed blend when you do that. Also, this is just too deep for someone with my skin tone, for example, so I wouldn't recommend to put this on the high points of your face. You could use it as a blush, excuse me, but there's barely any pigment to it at all. It just doesn't do much for me, so pass. And then the red blush looks quite intense, but I kind of just like to think of it as like a cherry kissed Snow White kind of blush. It looks very intimidating in the pan, but when you blend it out, you just get this really beautiful, yeah, like Snow White cheeks kind of effect, and it blends really beautifully. My other two blush obsessions have been the Glossier Cloud Paints. Oh my goodness, these colors, they're going after a girl's heart. So we have the shade Dawn. Is that not like a spring summer shade? I do tend to reach for Beam more often just because I feel like it complements my skin tone a bit better, but this with a tan, girl, stop. Not really, like go for it. Please take it. This one really reminds me of Milani Luminoso. It just adds this angelic, doll-like, youthful glow to the face. A little bit goes a long way. You only really need a dot or two. They blend so seamlessly. Just pat with your finger and you're good to go. If you're wondering where this glow is coming from, like, what is that? It's this. It's my new obsession. This is the Cover FX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. Wow, this is a holy grail. The thing with this is that it doesn't really prolong the wear of my makeup. Of course, it is better as opposed to no setting spray at all, so it will do something, but it's definitely not a long-lasting setting spray in my book. But the finish that this gives you is so beautiful. Like, if you are looking for a glass-like skin effect, you need this. It doesn't matter how many powder products you lay on top. Like, if you really want that makeup set down, if you just love powder products as opposed to cream, but you still want that glow factor, just get this. Every single time I wear this, strangers are like, oh my gosh, your glow. Like, what is on your face? Like, what foundation are you wearing? Like, you look so radiant. Like, you look so happy. And then my coworkers are like, yeah, you know, you are extra dewy today. Thank you. And literally, when I use this, I don't necessarily need to use my MAC Fix Plus, which I use in my routine practically every single time I put on makeup. I will caution you, just go in with one coat and then wait for about 2 minutes and just sit back, let it do its magic. If you still want more glow, go ahead again. It's very easy to go overboard with this because it really just gives you an I just stepped out of the shower kind of wet glow. And a lovely little tip I have for you to make your highlighter look super extra wet and dewy. I actually forgot to do it today. Darn it. Once I go in with one layer, I like to target hit my cheekbones and just spray right on top of that highlighter. Oh yeah. I wanted to give a shout out to Brown Mascara. It's a new profound discovery. Literally my entire life, whenever I'd buy mascara, I would always purchase like the blackest black mascara because I'm like, Why would I want anything other than black? But now, as I've been introduced to cream products, I'm going more with natural makeup. This is not it. I found myself wanting something still giving me definition but not looking so harsh, because obviously I do have light blonde hair. My eyebrows are like this taupey, dirty blonde color, and when I have barely any makeup at all on, but then my eyelashes are like this stark, intense, pitch black, it looks a bit harsh. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. So while I love and adore black mascara, I'm wearing black today, I feel like when you're going for that super minimalistic look, you look so much more put together and nicer looking with just a little bit of a softer color. So this is the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. This is in the shade Deep Cocoa. I feel like if a mascara is like a warm brown, it doesn't look natural. It still looks really pretty, but a little bit more on the editorial side. So I don't know if you guys are really going to be able to tell on camera, but as you can see, this is not like some weird brown color. It's a nice deep brown, and this mascara just does everything I need it to. It gives me extreme length. It's fantastic for length. Gives me volume. It's great. The only thing that I will say is that it takes a while to dry. It's a little bit more of a wet formula, so I'd recommend doing your bottom lashes first if that's something you do, waiting for that to dry, and then do your top lashes, because if you go in with a coat on your top lashes and then go straight in with the bottom, then once you look up after looking down and applying it, you're going to have mascara marks on your lid. If that does happen, just wait for it to dry. Take a stiff little eyeshadow brush and then just gently kind of flick it off. So again, just touching base with that softer look but still getting definition. This is the NYX Epic Ink Liner in the shade Brown. I'm not going to go on and on about this because you guys know it's a favorite of mine. This is a dupe for the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. It has a brush tip, which is my favorite. It's super fine, lasts all day long, so been loving this along with the mascara. I wanted to share with you guys my favorite eyeliners. I hardly ever talk about eyeliners on my channel, and sometimes I get the occasional question about them. So favorite eyeliners of all time are the Pixi Endless Silky Eye Pens. These are freaking fantastic. I don't actually know if these are waterproof or not, but they last all day long. No patchiness, no smudging, nothing. Full pigment all day long. I have the shade Matte Sienna in my waterline right here, so that like burnt, delicious, rich orange. Matte Sienna. So my favorite color is Matte Nude. I just love popping this in the waterline for an everyday kind of thing. Make your eyes brighter, looks like you're more awake and attentive and you didn't go to bed at 2 a.m. So yeah, I definitely prefer a nude color as opposed to a white. I've tried a white liner before and it just looks frankly ridiculous on me. Like it looks so harsh, so unnatural, like ooh, it does not look good. And these two are some fun colors that I think are really spring appropriate pops of color. This is Cobalt Blue. How cool is that? Like if you want kind of like a beachy poolside moment, this like in the waterline, or you could do like a full-on, you know, liner kind of situation. Wow. What a color. And they don't set immediately when you put them on the eye. You have a little bit of playtime to smoke them out, wing them out, do whatever you want with them. These are so creamy and pigmented. Doesn't matter how watery your eyes are. These are just going to glide on full pigment. No fussiness. I truly don't think there's any point in getting a high-end liner unless this brand is not carrying the color you're looking for. For lip products, I can't get enough of the new Persona lip glosses. I've been wearing them non-stop. Right now I'm wearing the shade Honey. It's a beautiful warm nude, but my favorite color is Peach. I can tell so much thought went into this. This is the perfect shade if you are looking for a peach lip gloss. It just has this stunning slight golden undertone to it. It has little micro fine shimmers in here, but it doesn't translate on the lips at all. This has medium sheer coverage to it, so beautiful for natural looks, or, you know, compare with the glam look. These are ridiculously comfortable, not sticky in the slightest. I can grab for these even if I'm out of a chapstick. These will do the job. And then, oh wow, I think I've talked about these literally like 6 videos in a row or something. But like, I'm not gonna lie, these are like, they're my must-have makeup products. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, these are my spring makeup must-haves. So I'm gonna just quick breeze through these, okay? Because maybe we have some newbies here and maybe they need to know. These are the Lancome L'Absolu Lacquers. I've said this before, I'll say it again. If I had to choose one lip product to wear for the rest of my life, these would be it. Wow, these are my favorite shades. 321, just that stunning Victoria's Secret lip kind of situation. And then this one is 515. It's like a orangey red, leaning more towards the orange side. If you just dab a little bit on the lips, they're like a stunning popsicle lip stain. Go in with a few layers, you can get it to full pigment, and they're not going to give you this heavy, thick, gloopy, gloppy mess. They last for hours. I only have to reapply this once, maybe twice a day, depending on what I'm eating. They fade in the most beautiful, graceful way, because again, these are a lip stain. They're very comfortable, they're hydrating, they only have this slight bit of tackiness to them, which contributes to, you know, the longevity of them, but, you know, I can't stand sticky lip products at all, so this, like, I'm not conscious of it. I'm just being real specific with you. If you've ever wondered, is it ever possible to have a glossy lip actually wear a long time? Yes, you can. These are the answer. Favorite highlighter of the moment has to be the Hollywood Flawless Filter for Superstar Youth Glow. I have mine in the shade 3. Been wearing this non-stop. I'm not wearing it today, which is rare. This, just like the Cover FX setting spray, is going to give you that glass-like skin look. There's so many different things you can do with this product. You can use it as a mixer with your foundation. Wouldn't recommend it as a foundation alone because it's just way too like glossy, glass-like for that, like, whew, no. You can use it as a primer, but my favorite way is piling this on the high points of my face. I don't understand how a product can look so realistic and natural looking and yet look so heavenly and ethereal and so shiny and bright that I think you will be happy with this. Just give it a try. My favorite bronzers have been the Milk Makeup Baked Stick and the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer. So if you're into cream products, that's your jam, you're around my skin tone, get this, you will not be disappointed. It's marketed as a matte bronzer, but in my opinion, it's more of a natural skin finish. This is just a beautiful, sun-kissed, but still neutral color. It's just fantastic because it's not orangey at all, but it's still achieving the whole purpose of a bronzer. It's bronzing you up, but it doesn't look fake. It looks very realistic on the skin. This I would highly recommend to everyone, whether you're a beginner or not. This blends in seconds. And then the Sweethearts bronzer, wow. This is an OG. This has been on the market for a hot minute. It's so good. It looks, I feel like, kind of light in the pan. It'll still work for someone if you're a little bit deeper than me, but not much deeper. This just has a very light, beautiful sheen. It's a very nice neutral color, not as warm as the Milk Makeup bronzer, but they're very similar in the fact that, you know, it's bronzing up your face, but it's not giving you some fake kind of tone to your skin. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. I wear this every single day, regardless of whether I'm wearing makeup or not. It pairs beautifully under every single foundation. Doesn't make anything pill. It doesn't make your face feel heavy or greasy at all. I think this would work amazing on all skin types. This isn't going to prolong your makeup, but it's going to make your makeup look so fresh and hydrated. It's just going to make everything on top look really nice. And this product's great because you're getting a primer and moisturizer in one, so you don't need to buy a whole second product. Just save your money and just get this. So that is all for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you'd like to see me in any more videos, I'd appreciate it so, so much. I hope you guys are having an amazing day and hope to see you in my next video. Bye!